Hello there! Today I want to teach you why Rafaela is such a great support to have in your team currently. Let's go over her builds, how to use her abilities, and some practical tips and tricks. So you want to play Rafaela with these emblems and builds, and I'll explain the choices of each item through this video. Always start with buying boots and then prioritize the enchanted talisman, since Rafaela really needs the cooldown reduction and mana regen in early game. Level up skill 1 and help the jungler kill his buff to give him a head start. Remember, that's your task to support the team, so try to do everything to make your allies stronger, like taking the damage.
Everyone regrets. So do I. Well played! Okay. Our fate flows like rivers crossed.
When roaming, it's important to watch the minimap closely to analyze in which part you can assist best.
No one can turn back time. Not even angels. Request backup. Healing for
Prioritize healing your allies first. Then you can try to poke the enemies. It's most effective to deal damage to the ones that can't heal very well, since this forces them to recall at a certain point. The damage of a first kill increases if you keep using it against the same target, so make wise use of it. Mana can drain fast in early game, so be careful with casting your skills.
healing for everyone. Request backup. May the light forever shine upon the land of dawn. Healing prayers for you. You have been slain. Light, embrace you.
When
are
you are
your
high
own
HP,
master.
you can take a bit more risk by going up front and use skill 1 to deal damage. But when your HP gets low, try to stay behind and focus on healing.
Healing for everyone. Slain an enemy. Healing for everyone. The light is the only thing you cannot shadow. Healing prayers for you. In the name of the light and slain. You have slain an enemy. Healing for everyone. Unstable network.
So after the enchanted talisman, we're getting the tough boots, which adds a bit of magic defense, but we really want this item because of the 30% decreased CC time. Every second you're stunned, you can't heal, so 30% less CC time helps a lot to support your team.
Healing for everyone. An enemy has been slain. Healing prayers for you. Double kill. Healing for everyone.
Not only the heals are helpful, but also the movement speed buff can really save your ally from dangerous situations.
Your team destroyed mega kill. Healing prayers for you.
We now also have the roam effect, which helps to heal your allies even more. The third item this build has is the Necklace of Durance. The biggest reason why we need it is because of the effect of 50% reducing the shield and healing effect of enemies when using skill damage. Rafaela's first skill was able to hit up to 3 enemies at once, without having to aim, which is perfect to keep spamming this effect to them.
Healing for everyone.
Here I saw Moskov using his first skill to jump to enemy, which is the perfect moment to use my ultimate, since he can't dodge it anymore.
Even your own eyes can deceive you sometimes. We stand with the innocent. Healing for everyone. Your team destroyed the turret. May the light are the light bringers. Healing for everyone. Monster kill.
You see that by playing safe and focus on healing, while sometimes dealing damage, gets you a lot of kills and assists.
Healing for everyone.
The next item in our build is the Flask of the Oasis, which is essential for Rafaela and her team. It adds 12% healing effect, which is nice, but the other effect is even better.
Healing for
When healing
everyone.
allies which have lower than 35% HP or reach this percentage within 5 seconds, will provide them a shield of up to 1500 points for 3 seconds.
The only thing
Every ally, including you, can use this effect every 60 seconds, and activating it will also reduce the cooldown reduction of all your skills by 2 seconds, which is really great for Rafaela during teamfights.
healing prayers for you. You're ahead in gold. Healing for everyone. Ally has slain the turret. In the name of the light flame. Healing prayers for you. Double kill. Healing for everyone. Launch attack. Healing prayers for you. No one can turn back time. Not even angels. An enemy has been slain. Prayers for you. Unstoppable. These are the light bringers. Healing for everyone. An enemy has been slain. Healing prayers
The movement speed
for you.
and heals have definitely saved Lilia.
Healing for everyone. Healing prayers for you. Healing for everyone. You are your own master. Healing prayers for you. Healing for everyone.
When being in a team fight, it's your task to position yourself as well as possible just before your healing skill gets off cooldown.
Healing
You want to cast it right away and heal as many allies as possible.
the light is the only thing we cannot shadow.
As the fifth item, I selected Bloodwings, since this adds a lot of magic power which helps with healing and dealing more damage.
Healing
It also adds a shield, which increases her movement speed when active, which she can both use quite well. Like you see, her high movement speed really helps to stay at a distance of her enemies. Rafaela is especially effective when the enemies don't have anti-heal items. Otherwise, try to stay as far away of those enemies as possible.
May the light guide your kill. Healing prayers for you. Healing for everyone. Don't give up. Ally has been slain. Shut down. The enemy has slain more. Healing prayers for you. For everyone. Our turret is under attack. And healing prayers for you. Our turret has been destroyed. For everyone. Everyone regrets.
At this stage, mana isn't really a problem anymore, so you can cast your skills whenever you want to.
Our fate flows like rivers crossed.
The very last item is Twilight Armor, which I selected to add a bit of defense. It adds a lot of HP, some physical defense, and it reduces the damage when being above 600 HP. This is really effective since this belt doesn't provide a lot of defense. It effectively decreases the damage from high burst damage heroes like Leslie, Layla, Aldous and Noveria. If you're ahead in a teamfight, you can focus more on dealing damage, slowing and reducing the heal and shield effects of enemies with skill 1.
Triple kill. Healing prayers for you. No one can turn back time. Not even angels.
So this was my guide about how to use Rafaela. I truly hope it helps you to improve your support skills and help your team to victory. Suggestions for future videos are always appreciated. As always, thank you for watching and I'll be seeing you again in the next guide.